So I finally finished Peacemaker Season 1, and just in time because Peacemaker Season 2 will be out soon enough. So today I'm going to review the entirety of Season 1 of Peacemaker. But first, please like, subscribe, and share. Anything you can do will help my channel reach more people. And if you like this video, make sure to hit that bell icon so you can get my videos as soon as they drop. Yes, I finally finished Season 1 of Peacemaker. And just to be clear, I watched the first episode the first day it came out all those years ago. My problem is that after the first and partway through the second episode, I really lost interest. I found the beginning of the show really slow, and frankly, it was attached to the DCEU. Why would I want to continue to waste my time in a property that was connected to the end of a universe that was about to die? Well, now we're in the DCU, a completely different universe that Peacemaker is going to somehow find his way into. And that's been revealed on how they're going to do that in the Season 2 trailer. But I'm not here to talk to you about the Season 2 trailer. I'm here to tell you that you should actually watch Peacemaker Season 1 if you're even remotely interested in the new DCU. Yes, now that Peacemaker will be making his way into the DCU, I felt it was time for me to get myself caught up on the lore. And so I sat down and watched Peacemaker Season 1 all the way through the last 3 or 4 days. And frankly, once I pushed past the first 2 episodes, it got a lot better. One of my initial problems with the Peacemaker character is that he's a complete asshole that really didn't feel bad for anything that he did during the Suicide Squad movie. But if you actually watch all the way through this season, it really shows Chris dealing with the fact that he knows that he's a complete jerk. He's coming to terms with all those things that he did in the past, things that he claimed were for peace. All those people he killed, all those assassinations that he pulled off, all because he thought it was going to be worth it in the end. And most of the time, it didn't. That's what ended him up at Belgrave in the first place. So this show is actually mostly a redemption arc for Chris during Season 1. Yes, this season is about him being forced to join a new team very similar to the Suicide Squad, although he is the only quote-unquote villain on the team. The rest of the team are a bunch of analysts and spies that he has to work with in order to bring down the big bad. And what is the big bad of this season? Well, it's a bunch of butterflies that will crawl into people's mouths and take over them like some sort of zombie cult. And you know what? The whole show gets better. Different characters open up, bring down their walls, and eventually most of them even become funny. And while the show is really funny and full of a bunch of violence, what really brings the show together is each of the characters realizing how flawed they are, coming together as a team in order to stop the butterflies. And while I make it sound like the butterflies are a stupid enemy, that's the whole point. You only would put your C-list team trying to stop this group. And that's why the Justice League doesn't even show up. But the whole point is that Amanda Waller wouldn't even put the other members of the Suicide Squad or the Justice League on this issue. They probably don't even take it seriously as a world-ending event, but nonetheless she'll put her smallest team, the 11th Street Kids, on the case. And so throughout the first 8 episodes of this show, we come from Peacemaker being an absolute jerk from the end of the Suicide Squad to being a lovable anti-hero before the credits roll. You're actually cheering for Peacemaker by the end, which, trust me, was something surprising to me, because I absolutely hated him in the movie and honestly the first few episodes of this show. But they have to show that they're going to break down his character, break down his walls, and eventually bring him back to somebody that you would actually like to watch. And while he is the main focus of the show, there are plenty of other characters that are enjoyable to watch. Anybody who's seen it will let you know that Vigilante is the best character of the show. While he is a mindless killing machine, when his mask is off, he's just mindless. He's the stupidest person you've ever seen with the most deadly of accuracies. And while you think Peacemaker is stupid, get ready for somebody who's much, much, much stupider than he is, but in a hilarious way. And while you have other people that have worked for Amanda Waller in the past, they all come together to work as a single team, the 11th Street Kids, to bring down the butterflies. The special effects were decent in what was an hbomax show. The violence was really good. Once again, not a movie, it is just a TV show and spread out over 8 episodes. But once you get through the first few episodes, it really does pick up. Sound is good, an incredible soundtrack as you would imagine with anything made by James Gunn. And overall, the show really came together. And while I don't really feel bad for not finishing it when it first came out, just remember the DCEU was almost dead at the time and it kinda seemed like a waste of time. I do appreciate the fact that I took the time to watch it now. It was worth the 6 hours runtime that it takes to finish the full season, and I'm definitely excited for watching Season 2 when it comes out in a few weeks. Especially for the people that want to stay up on the new DCU, this one's really important. Almost as important as Creature Commandos, because 100% of that actually takes place in the DCU, while only 80 to 90% of this will actually take place in the DCU or be canon. It's still important to watch, because I guarantee you this Peacemaker will be making his way into the DCU, at least for a bit. Now, those of you who have seen Superman, I'm pretty sure that the one that was in the Superman movie is actually just the Peacemaker from that universe. At least from what I'm to understand about the timeline, they're basically parallel at this point and they haven't been connected up. So it really does start with Creature Commandos, moving into Superman, and then eventually Peacemaker Season 2 will be connecting up. So that Peacemaker cameo that was in Superman is more than likely the one that's always been in the DCU. But it's quite possible I'm wrong on that, and really nobody knows outside of the people that have filmed the show. Nonetheless, if you haven't seen Peacemaker, you have HBO, and you're just really interested in seeing a part of the DCU, I definitely recommend seeing Peacemaker Season 1. Peacemaker Season 1, 7 out of 10. I'm pretty sure Eagly could give Crypto a run for his money. Hey, thanks for watching my video. Make sure to click that subscribe button and check out those videos on screen now.